When I was way younger, I used to go to this lake called Lake Powhatan with my brother and my dad, and we would collect salamanders playing around. And once we collected enough, we would make a canal in the sand and fill it with water and build some rudimentary infrastructure with some rocks all around it. And I built like a drawbridge, one big stone across, and a salamander unfortunately met his end by swimming beneath it, and the sandy foundations crumbled, crushing him, killing him instantly. I was 6 years old, and I've never forgotten about that. I think it speaks a lot to my guilt that I have to this day. I'm indebted to restoring the lives of other animals in the life that I took from this salamander. I have to help nature. Not a hippie or anything like that, but truly, I think in a way, it does come back around. That's kind of the philosophy I hold about the natural world is what you put in, you get out. I'm neither a passionate hiker or a camper. In fact, I do it from time to time. I wish to do it more, but there's somewhat of a stigma around it. I feel like the kind of granola people scare me away. I wish that loving nature wasn't a personality trait, but something you can do and should do normally without making it your whole identity. So I try and stay away from that and just love it in my own way without trying to get the backpack and the REI jacket and go out there to Red Rocks and pretend like I'm somebody I'm not. Back in high school, my friends and I used to go up on the craggy pinnacle in western North Carolina on the Blue Ridge Parkway. And it's not a very long hike at all. It's only about a mile up once you get to the parking lot. But once you're at the top, at 3 a.m., that's when the clouds start to form. I watched the stars actually move, and it was one of the best views I've ever seen of just the moonlight lighting up the entire valley. And it honestly changed me. I didn't leave till 6 in the morning. And ever since then, I've really held it close to my heart. My perception of the natural world is it was just a series of mysteries to be unraveled. Super engineering way of thinking about things. But the other day, I hit a fantastic downward dog on the top of a mountaintop here. And I was staring at the clouds. I was like, wow, I am one with all of this. And I don't know if that's just my age or I'm looking for deeper meaning otherwise spiritually in my life, but I can see the interconnectedness is there. I live in Hartford, Connecticut right now, and there's this bus stop that drops off right at my impoverished street corner, and people are walking right down my street. They just throw absolutely the most insane amount of trash you've ever seen. It's like a tsunami of trash. I don't understand why. And the city has actually tried to combat this by putting trash cans on both sides of this less than 100-foot street, and it hasn't worked. They'll just throw it in my yard. And I'm talking like pool balls, Funyun wrappers, even a metal bearing for some reason. I don't know why he was carrying that around, but over the past winter, I decided to start picking it up. And so I would have my Whole Foods bag, and I would collect all the trash, and I would start to weigh it. And I started getting kind of passionate about it. I would pick up over 60 pounds of trash. But I help in little ways, and kind of the unseen hand, picking up the trash off the street that someone throws down. But I'm not going out planting trees and toiling in the soil. Initially, I did this completely unprompted. It just made me feel good to pick it up. But as I began to do it more and more, I think it was worth sharing to other people that, hey, you could do this too if you wanted. So I started posting it on Instagram under the account name of Help Hartford. And it never really went anywhere. But then again, that was never really the reason that I did it. I just wanted to inspire other people to maybe do it too. I sure hope they start caring. I mean, I'm only one man. I've only got so many hands to pick up this trash. And if anything, you don't have to pick it up if you just consciously never put it down. But I think it's about caring about your situation. If everybody just cared a little bit more about their own experience and their own life, I think it's a lot of self-hate out there right now, where we've been brainwashed by big corporations or maybe just our fellow neighbor that because we don't have a lot of money, we don't need to love ourselves. I mean, Appalachia isn't necessarily the hustling, bustling big city that is Hartford, Connecticut. I think it gives you a lot of perspective about the way things can be. And if you grow up in the concrete jungle, so to speak, and you never look over that wall, how would you ever know how beautiful and pristine just the natural chaos can be? I think the people that pollute the most, and I don't have any research on this, but I guarantee those people are not going out and having a deep appreciation for a mountain range. And is it because they don't do that? They don't feel like it's accessible to them, or do they not go out on hikes? I'm trying to figure out, is it like a chicken before the egg scenario? Hard to say. One thing, people are nature. So if you're throwing trash in a neighborhood, you're disrespecting the nature of that neighborhood, being that humans are part of nature too. So it's kind of like an unbelievable amount of disrespect to your fellow man. So my controversial opinion here is that humans' byproduct is fundamentally no different than any natural being. Like, the shells of an egg are not really that much different than a plastic bag made by a person. It's just a byproduct of the creature that they see as necessary for their survival. But it doesn't make it okay. I think we need a change of philosophy, and even on a corporate level, to stop making the trash that's so easily pollutable. If you put a little bit of care into your day-to-day life, you'll stop throwing trash on the ground and you'll have a better experience. And in turn, the environment will be changed.